Hey guys, it's Chi again, and today I'm going to be actually doing the first video of the college series. And so today's video is all going to be about preparing for college and the things that you should know before you go to college, basically. So let's get into it. In terms of getting ready for college, you should really actually start all of your preparation the summer before you head into your senior year of high school, just because during that summer you definitely want to start researching some of the colleges that you want to go to, and that part is incredibly important. I can tell you, like, from personal experience, is that when I was actually looking at schools, I didn't start looking until fall of my senior year. And that was already starting getting pretty late because there are some applications where some schools actually have like an early admission deadlines where you can actually start applying to colleges during that time. And it would definitely be good to, start doing a lot of your research for different kind of colleges that you maybe want to go to, or maybe you have like a dream school. Start doing that preparation work so that you know like when all those schools, like their deadlines are, so that you can get your applications in on time. When you start researching for schools, you definitely want to kind of look for the schools that you're definitely interested in and doing campus visits. So a lot of universities, they usually have campus visits where you can actually go to their university and have I believe it's kind of like an ambassador that's kind of shows you around at the university, and it's a really good way to not only see the actual school like physically, but it's also a good way to kind of see the student see how classrooms are like if you're able to, and some of the resources that are provided on the campus. And I didn't participate in one of those just because for me, I was going to like an in-state university, so I didn't really have to go to a campus visit since I already know like what the campus looks like. But I would highly recommend it, especially if it's like out of state, because one of the things that I really realized like when I went to college was that you kind of have to really see if those classroom sizes are for you. And also researching the school's culture. So every school has like their little old culture where people are passionate about certain things. Like some people might be particularly passionate about athletics, or some people might be really passionate about drama, for instance. So definitely kind of see if that culture is really fitting for you and if you really like it. And also really getting a feel of the college is seeing if it's really right for you, because you don't want to be stuck. It's just kind of like in a job. You don't want to get stuck in the wrong job, and you definitely do not want to be stuck in like the wrong college. So some of the materials that you need when you apply for your applications for universities, you usually need to do some kind of like personal statement where it just kind of gives you like where you have to kind of just write an essay about yourself, and you have to kind of make it really interesting so that people are like college recruiters, when they see it, they're like, oh yeah, this is pretty good, like I like this candidate, let's kind of bring her in, interview her, and see like how she is or how he is if you're a guy. You should definitely try to make a really unique personal statement that really kind of yells you in the essay, and also something that's really going to capture the college recruiter's attention. Because I mean, if you think about it, there's usually like so many applications coming in each year. It could be like 100, 1,000, depending on how big your university is. So you definitely want to write a really unique, like maybe have a really unique opening line or something that really kind of tells the college recruiter what you're about. And then also having some of your teachers look at it, or someone else that you want to look at your personal statement and critique it and tell you how to improve your essays. We also have like some other kind of like essays that you have to write, and if you want to get into the honors college or something, they might have like different application process for it, so just be on the lookout. But that's basically how it works. So having your personal statement, some schools also ask for letters of recommendations. So you definitely want to go to like your professors, or maybe your job supervisors, or any trusted adults that you can go to that really knows you really well in terms of like, your academic achievements, your extracurricular activities, and etc. I would also say for your letter of recommendation, you also want to see an actual copy of it like before they submit it to the college officials. So definitely get a copy of it on hand. And you also want to get like extra copies of your letter of recommendation letters, just because they will be very useful when you're applying for like different colleges or just kind of like for scholarships in general. So definitely have like extra copies of those on hand. So for college applications, you should also get ready like your transcripts. So be able to go to your like counselor's office and request official transcripts. And these official transcripts are usually just like a sealed envelope with your list of grades from all of your coursework in high school. But for the most part, a lot of the colleges, they're usually looking for like well-rounded student. Your grades might really matter. Your grades and your SAT and ACT scores might really matter in terms of where you're going, because some might be like really strict, but sometimes some schools though, one of the things that they want in their college is they really want a really special and unique individual that's really able to, you know, that shows them that they're not only well-rounded, but they care about the community, and that they really look forward to getting more involved with school by, like, you know, maybe getting involved in sports, getting involved in track and different clubs. So for those tests, you should usually take those during your junior year. I would say, yeah, try your junior year, because if you want to retake those, you can always retake it a lot earlier. And I don't exactly remember the times of when I was able to get my scores, but I remember it was about 2 to 3 months that it took me to get my scores. So you guys might just want to do it early so you don't have to worry about it. Each school usually has like their own requirements in terms of SATs and ACT scores. So if you have like a list of colleges that you want to go to, take a look at some of the requirements on their admissions page and see, you know, if you fit those like requirements, because you definitely want to get that score in order to get into the college. Some colleges might make an exception, but you definitely have to be like an exceptional student in order for them to actually get through it. So do it, all right? Just take the freaking test and get a good score on it. During your sophomore year, you can also take like a pre-SAT test where it's just kind of like a little practice one. And that one's actually really good, because if you do really good on that practice SAT, some organizations actually give you like scholarships for it if you get a really high score, or they even make you all like college offers. I would like to go into next is probably scholarships, because scholarships are just such an important part of, I would say, college. You could go to your high school counselors, or I know different websites where you can just apply for scholarships. A lot of them usually require like you to write an essay or something about it, or also like submit some kind of like scholarship resume. And so whenever you create like a scholarship resume, be sure, or if you're writing like an essay, be sure to kind of really highlight your extracurriculars, your academic performance in school, especially like if you get A's or if you have a pretty high GPA. That's definitely something that you should be proud of, or any academic awards that you get. And also your like I said, extracurricular activities, and also club involvements, if you're involved in a club or if you're working, because there's also a lot of examples that you can see online that would kind of really help you write your scholarship resumes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first part of the college series, where you actually, and hopefully it kind of helped you know, and in terms of like, you know, what kind of materials should you prepare and how to prepare for college in terms of like researching colleges and etc, etc. So yeah, and so the next video I'm going to be actually telling you guys more about my freshman and sophomore year experiences at college, which I can tell you were some pretty interesting years, like those times. But yeah, anyways, if you guys have any questions in terms of some of the things that I said in this video, or you guys will like more detailed accounts, you can just leave it in the comments down below, and I'll definitely try to answer your questions. And also at the end of this video, I'll be providing a link to my blog where you guys can see more, or some more tips for getting ready for college, because this one was just like I was briefly touching each subject. So you guys want a more detailed account, you guys can go to my blog to check out more of it. And I will see you guys next Sunday then. Freshman and sophomore year experiences. Probably going to be a very interesting video. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, well then, Bye guys! Don't close yourself up or anything. Like, be open to the idea of